Alright guys, hey, it's John here again with another S90XS video here. I just wanted to show you something else really quick, because earlier I was showing how you can use the S90XS plugin in Cubase as a VST instrument. But here we are in Pro Tools, and obviously Pro Tools does not work with VST plugins. So what you can do is set up a standard MIDI track in your Pro Tools session, and you map the output to your S90, port 1 or channel, whatever port you decide to do, and then go ahead and launch the standalone S90 editor. So I'm going to go into my Launchpad and grab that editor right over here. So I'm going to fire this up. And it's going to try to connect to the keyboard here. And up here in this top area, it says offline. When I click on this, this will actually help establish the connection to the keyboard. So the start button down here will sort of initiate the process. And now, now everything is all set. So now we're linked up with the keyboard. It says online, and I can actually, I can play my keyboard and I hear it there. And if I were to turn this off, this MIDI track here, if I were to unrecord and enable it, I now have no, nothing going to the keyboard. One recommendation that I would make is to turn off something called local control on your S90, and you can do that by pressing the utility button, scrolling over to MIDI, pressing the Enter key, and the first option there says local control. What that will do is that will make it so that you have to have your MIDI track enabled, or record enabled, in order to hear, have any MIDI data get to the keyboard and hear anything. The reason that's a good thing is so that way you know your MIDI is patched correctly, and when you play something, it'll get recorded correctly, and it will actually, it will be working properly instead of, instead of you hearing something and it not getting recorded or something. So if I want to change patches, for example, I can just go into my thing here, and I get now I got my tacky piano there, and I can start changing my patches as need be. So if I want to do something like this. Piano string patch here, I can go ahead and lay that part down. So I'm not going to close that yet. I'm going to leave that open and lay this down in Pro Tools here. Okay, so there's my piano and strings, but now if I want to go lay something down on top of that, I can go ahead and record enable my MIDI 2 and make sure that I'm also going out to my S90 channel 2. And now, because that's record enabled, I'm going to be able to jump over to my S90 editor, go to channel 2, which should be a normal grand right now, which it is. And I can go ahead and change this to something else. So let's see. Let's go with percussion, and my brush kit will do that. So I'm just going to add a little ride, add a little, stuff on the ride or something. So here we go. Alright, so, that's not a very interesting example, but you can see that, I'm just illustrating this for demonstration purposes, that it is easy to do. And you can use the S90 standalone editor along with your Pro Tools session, and this will work with any sequencer. So if you like to use Logic or ProTools Studio One, or whatever, you can use the S90 even if it is not in a VST environment. And one correction I want to make to that video I said before, I said that Cubase was the only VST compatible software on the Mac. ProTools Studio One also does work with VSTs. Well, that's it for this video. So thanks again for checking this out. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel here if you like what you see. Also head over to www.jbrecording.com and check out our studio. Also sign up for our email list there so you can be kept up to date on cool things up and coming over there too. So thanks very much. Have a good day, guys.